After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now they...
Welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, home to the Western Michigan Broncos, where we have a terrific matchup in store. Today, 2 teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better...
welcome everyone to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Buffalo Bulls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy.
Welcome to Ypsilanti, and just a few miles away from the big house, where this house is home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles, and we are anticipating a great turnout and a sensational game in this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a MAC slugfest. As we'll see, the Buffalo Bulls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by Dave. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan.
sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Well, that's college football. You're going to have your highs and lows. They had big expectations today, Kirk. They just fall short. Couldn't get it done.
Well, Chris, we sat down and talked to them, and you're right. They put a lot into this game. I think they were very confident that they had everything that it took to be able to win this football game. And now they're going to have to put this one behind them, learn from the mistakes, move forward, and still have a great season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the...
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just open.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he's dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the...
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10.
And that's enough for another Bulls first down.
Now from inside the red zone. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. they won the game today, that's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are.
Welcome to Troy, Alabama. A lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee, but the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Troy Trojans. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist-deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up.
all business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous pull.
Welcome to Oxford, Ohio, and the campus of Miami University as the Red Hawk fans are getting ready for a terrific game in this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Buffalo Bulls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami, Ohio Red Hawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing a ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives.
Welcome to Ypsilanti, and just a few miles away from the big house, where this house is home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles, and we are anticipating a great turnout and a sensational game in this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the Buffalo Bulls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Great. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking...
your bags and start your journey down the road. Oh, and before I go, welcome to your freshman year. It's time to spend the skill points you have already earned to upgrade your player. Additionally, each week, you will need to manage your workload. Activities like practice will earn you coach trust. And as your coach trust increases, you can improve your spot on the depth chart and gain more play calling flexibility. Now, let's get to work.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat about Central Michigan. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum. but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Chippewas are in the hurry-up.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Now,
You got to love.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
timeout, Central Michigan.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Townsend. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage to 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Charges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Chippewas. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bermudez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Chippewas with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Jukes his way for more. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Chippewas will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Quarterback moving. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be fourth down. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the run, it's Bermudez. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun on third down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got a man. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Another incompletion.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. Finds his man. It's Townsend.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Oh, it's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Chippewas racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Chippewas have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener, but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a...
Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in. They thought it was worth the risk to try that 58-yard field goal, but now they put their defense in a tough spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. Caught in the backfield. It's Bermudez. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Chippewas want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wants to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And
going right to work up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Using his legs, it's Bermudez. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Townsend. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that,
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. From the gun, the ground game. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the toss. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now rolling to the left. Looking for a big gain. On target to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this guy...
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. He's got it. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Chippewas started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Chippewas moving quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Dances away. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now...
This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. On 3rd down, going up top. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Chippewas will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. And back to the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Wants to keep it in the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things are...
Makes the grab past the marker. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He rifles one deep to the left. Touchdown, Chips. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And you want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Looking for a crease, it's Bermudez. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Got him downfield. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. Looking at a 2nd and short now.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Chippewas really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to finish.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Chippewas want to move quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Chippewas are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
He'll start this drive firing. He fires to the left side. Oh, it's picked.